to the Nevada Wolfpack, where we have hit the jackpot responsibly with this matchup. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Army Black Knights, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Using his legs at Stewart. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Now they'll run the draw. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
That is crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Now on the option. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Offense working from the pistol. Now they're going to throw it. Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and You know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
And the Black Knights have this offense rolling. Dropping back, it's Daly. Gets it out quickly. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
Here comes the offense on second down. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Daly. Looking for space to the left. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
The relentless emptying of the playbook on this opening drive has now finally hit a wall. It's 3rd and long. They'll go to the fullback. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Black Knights need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
After 1, we're tied 0-0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll go to the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Black Knights have pushed it inside the 20. Running the red zone, it's Stewart. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. They really need to convert this 3rd and 1 to capitalize on that great field position. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
The offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Lewis wants to pass. Makes his connection. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense will always try to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Fires to the middle. The completion well past the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
He'll just keep slinging it. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down coming up.
Single. Let's go.
The give to the back. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Lewis to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this way.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Still running at the 40. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Looking for a crease, it's Stewart. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll be smacked to the ground. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll need to put some leg in this one. A 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. And it's no good. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Lewis wants to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he's got it at the 20. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Black Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Quarterback checking off. They'll open the second half on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Hayes. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Lewis to throw. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
This Nevada offense really has it going. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quickly complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nevada. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to them.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39.
We'll take over. 1st and 10.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Second down after that incompletion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Lewis wants to pass. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Love the grab just past the 1st down line to allow the drive to continue. So that's a nice play by the QB and receiver there.
Nevada comes to the line after getting the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it's picked off.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't...
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying away.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
This is a 3rd and long. The give to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Brings up fourth down.
The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return.
Take over. First and 10.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Lewis to throw. Fires to the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
Yeah, and when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. Just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Lewis wants to pass. Now he's looking into the middle. And he's got it! Touchdown, Nevada!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Nevada 21, Oregon 0.
And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Back to throw, it's Coleman. It's complete on the right side. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Offense gets set for second down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And they get the sack just like that.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the Black Knights will punt this one away. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Army!
Touchdown, Army. Number 16 with the return.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
How in the world did he miss that? The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The throw. He makes the connection. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Going to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Nevada going quickly.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And the Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. They'll try the run. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him one to the 14.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away. By going down inbounds, you're doing exactly that.
Got a man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Nevada comes to the line on first and goal. The give. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They're going to give him another chance on second and goal. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? It's complete to the left. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Back to throw, it's Coleman. And that ball is picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nevada! And the route is on. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake, but you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he added the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
First and 10.
Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Dropping back, it's Coleman. This time it's complete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking for an open area to his left. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Nevada going quickly. The play action fake. Steps away. And he'll be brought down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Nevada.
They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there.